Cauliflower is having its day and being used as the main ingredient in all sorts of recipes, from pizza, buffalo bites to tacos, which is what Elle is going to show us how to make today.
Yep, and we're going to start with a bed of crunchy slaw, and it is store-bought. But before we get started, I'm going to do some prep.
Okay.
So this slaw calls for half a mango. I'm only going to peel half because I'm only going to use half.
Well, that's clever. Keep the other half for something else.
That's right.
With the peel on so it doesn't brown.
I'm always a little careful here so I don't cut into the core too much. Oh, I hit it. That's okay. I'm going to go around. So I'm just going to go around and get this meat off, okay?
Nicely done.
Yeah. All right, and I'm just going to cut this in 2 1/4-inch pieces. All right, I'm going to go straight into the bowl with this. So now we need about a tablespoon of jalapeno pepper. I'm going to cut it down the middle. I like to quarter it. It makes taking the ribs and seeds out a lot easier.
That's clever.
Yeah. So once I take the ribs and seeds out, I'm going to dice it. But if you like it spicy, like I know you do, you can keep the ribs and the seeds. So I'm going to cut it into just some matchstick pieces because I'm going to mince it. The smaller you get it to start, the easier the mince is. So I need about a tablespoon of that. There we go. I'm going to now add 3 tablespoons of lime juice, a tablespoon of cilantro chopped, some salt and some pepper. The mango and the jalapeno are going to give it an amazing sweet heat combination.
I love that combo. And I like that it start with a store-bought base, but then you gussy it up. And it doesn't take much. It saves you so much work.
And look what we got. It's giving summer vibes. It's giving all the summer vibes.
Well, it's going to taste good in a taco.
Oh, yeah. All right. So that's all set. I'm going to put it aside. Now we're going to make our cilantro sauce.
Okay.
Okay. So we're starting with a 1/4 cup of vegan mayo.
Vegan, so these are vegan tacos.
Yes, I think you'll like it. We have a 1/4 cup of dairy-free sour cream. And vegan sour cream's textures vary depending on the brand.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so we have some water here so that we can create the texture that we want. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons.
Okay.
Okay. And to that, I'm going to add also 3 tablespoons of minced cilantro because it is a cilantro sauce. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're just gonna whisk it. Super simple sauce. This is the texture that you want, right? This is the thickness. Now, if you had some other sour cream, it may be thicker, and you can just add a tablespoon of water at a time till you reach the consistency you like. Okay, so the sauce is done. Just a couple more steps before we start cooking tacos.
Okay.
All right.
Sauce, slaw, check.
Yes, batter. Most important.
Okay.
Okay?
And this is the batter that's going to coat the cauliflower.
Absolutely. So what we need is something to make it crunchy. And we have a cup of unsweetened coconut flakes. And I'm going to put it in a shallow dish. We have a cup of panko.
Okay, equal amounts?
Yep. And I'm just going to just use my hand to kind of give this a good mix. There we go. I think that looks good. Now the second part is a wet batter because we need to make the panko actually stick to the cauliflower. So to do that, I have a cup of coconut milk here, because we want to keep the flavor profile consistent.
Coconut milk also has a really nice viscosity that will coat the cauliflower without running off.
Yes. I got a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of cumin, and a teaspoon of salt. Just give it a good whisk. All right, we have everything we need. We got a dry batter, we have a wet batter. Let's clean up so we can make some tacos.
All right.
Okay, Julia, so we have the star of the show, leg cauliflower. This is half a head of cauliflower, about 1 pound, cut into 1-inch florets. I'm gonna add it to our wet batter. I love cauliflower, actually, because it's so versatile, right? It takes on any flavor profile you tell it to. I'm just gonna toss them and make sure that they all get coated with our wet batter, right? Because that's the important part of making our crunchy exterior. All right, so that looks pretty well tossed. So now this part takes a little bit of time because you have to do it like 1 cauliflower at a time, right? But it will be worth it in the end. It will totally be worth it. All right, it's also important to let any excess batter drip back into the bowl.
Well, it's pretty fast to get up to this point.
I think so, and it's not a huge amount, and I think it's worth the work. So I have here a rimmed baking sheet. I sprayed it with some cooking spray, very simple prep. And I'm just gonna put my cauliflower there on the sheet. We're gonna do this for each and every one. So I'm just gonna like take my tongs and kind of cover some and press it down.
Oh, get it all up into the base.
That's right.
Because it's crunch and it's flavor.
We are not playing around. Okay, Julia, so we are finishing our very last cauliflower. I have the oven set at 450 degrees and the rack is in the middle position. We're gonna let it cook for 20 to 25 minutes. At 10 minutes, we're gonna check it and then we'll rotate the pan and then we'll have tacos. Okay, it's been like 20 minutes.
Oh, that toasted coconut smell.
It smells amazing.
It does.
Yeah.
Here, I got the dough for you.
Thank you. Look at that. They're golden, crisp, ready to eat. Okay, I'm gonna start with a little of our slaw.
When I love that you toasted the corn tortillas, that little bit of char on it.
It's gonna be so great with this slaw we made. Let's get you a couple of good crunchy pieces. I'm gonna sauce it up for you.
You know how to build a taco.
Wow.
Gorgeous. I am not vegan, but I will happily eat this anytime.
The crunch, the sweet.
A little bit of kick of fresh cilantro.
Yes.
And I love that coconut flavor. It just adds a little bit more oomph to the cauliflower. Elle, these tacos are fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
You want to make these killer vegan tacos. Start by making a simple lime-flavored slaw and creamy cilantro sauce. Coat the cauliflower with a combination of shredded coconut and panko, then roast them in a hot oven before assembling it all into warm corn tortillas. From America's Test Kitchen, a brand new recipe for vegan Baja-Style cauliflower tacos. Thanks for watching America's Test Kitchen. What'd you think?
Well, leave a comment and let us know which recipes you're excited to make, or you can just say hello.
You can find links to today's recipes and reviews in the video description.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
See you later.
I'll see you later.